Hello everyone, welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm a random Darklink, and I think this is going to be the last part that the last video I'm going to shoot for today on this series, considering it's the end of Chapter 3, and I've just been, due to the nature of the game itself,
Your performance surpassed my expectations.
I've just been, like, doing a lot of training. So, I did the quest here. Oh, and now that you have the secret roster, hints will be displayed for lost items. Also, a part of the DLC that unfortunately isn't open to everyone. So, your intuition can be tapped once during a tea party when you've chosen the wrong words. Oh. You have allies who can take intermediate exams. Take a look at the certifications to review which they can take. So, yeah, I've done so much training that... Ah, oh, come on! Come on! It's alright. It's okay. If I need to make another video, I will have to make another video. That's fine. I guess this is going to be another thing full of support conversations. Just to do a little different, we're going to have the Dusker man speak to the racist blonde.
Are you injured?
Here we go.
No.
Good.
Oh boy.
I'd have cut my way through, alone, without your assistance.
Oh boy.
My apologies.
This is
Your
gonna be...
apologies are empty.
Oh my god. That is just so...
I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry, Dadu. His Highness has put his faith in you. You're a valuable comrade, no matter my feelings. The people of Dusker...
Save your breath. There were countless people like you in the capital.
Oh boy.
People who spat, threw things, insults and stones alike, whenever they pleased. Their anger was natural. I do not begrudge them.
I see.
You owe me no apology, and I will keep my distance on all other occasions.
Jeez.
But on the field of battle, allow me to aid you. If you were to fall, His Highness would grieve.
I see. Then I will accept your help on the battlefield.
Understood.
Dude doesn't have to put up with this. He's so much better off. Darn it, it's... Oh boy.
Hello,
Just so
Felix.
many heated tensions.
I see you're here to train as well.
Go away. Just looking at your face makes me want to retch.
Oh boy. Here we go.
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Oh boy.
Shut up. And stop walking around on your hind legs. You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy.
Oh boy.
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims. How you watched them suffer. And your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it.
Whoa.
That was our first battle. I remember it vividly.
Dang.
Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
Aw.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then, I suppose the Dimitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Dusker, along with my brother. Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
Wow. Well, that gives a little bit of insight there. Apparently Dimitri went all psycho at some point.
My goodness, sword training again today? Don't overdo it, all right?
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful!
Yeah,
I would
dear.
probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
Oh, here we go.
You're right. I completely forgot that's coming up. What should I do?
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the
cat
training
in my
ground
lap
much.
right now.
Why didn't you say something sooner
Pretty,
if you
pretty
were so
cat.
worried
Pretty
about
white
me?
cat with black
It didn't
spots.
occur to me that you could have forgotten.
Well, black splotches.
you're
They
right.
aren't necessarily
I should have
spots.
mentioned it.
Ain't that right,
As an
Gibbs?
apology, why don't you let me help you with your swordsmanship?
You have
You
an
would
eye
do
boogie.
that for me?
There we
I'd
go.
really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on time, we may have to overdo it a little.
Uh-oh.
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
Uh-oh,
It's
goodness.
settled. Let's begin.
Oh, I remember where this is going.
Don't tell me you've forgotten how to hold a sword. We have our work cut out for us.
Uh-oh.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know?
Why is she blushing?
Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it.
Uh-oh.
I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
Oh.
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just meant to swing the sword. I didn't think it would go flying like that. I'm impressed with how quickly you can dodge.
Yes, I know you didn't intend to murder me. Well, that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fight.
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up. The first time I picked up a sword, I was much like you. It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
Oh my
Do you really
goodness.
think so? Thank you, Dimitri.
Mercedes
Very
almost
kind
cut
of you to-
Dimitri's head
Oh,
off. Oh my
There's a rip in your
goodness.
cuff, Dimitri. How do you think?
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
Oh,
I'm the
boy.
one who tore it, so I'll be the one who mends it.
Ah,
How does that
Gibbs.
sound?
Mercedes
No,
is a
please,
really
don't
interesting
worry
character,
yourself
isn't
over
she?
Just focus on your exam.
Oh boy. That was so low. And, Annette, here we go.
Good morning, Your Highness. Getting in some early training, huh?
Oh, it's not too terribly early. And what about you?
Oh, I'm just going for my morning walk. Hey, maybe you'd like to join me. It's a great way to start the day.
A morning walk? Funny. Gustav always kept the same habit. You really do remind me of your father, Annette.
I hear that a lot.
That
I
blush.
was always busy with work, so he wasn't around much.
Three
when
Houses
he
has some
was
very
home,
interesting
he'd often
blushing
take me with
portraits.
him
I
for his
just,
walks.
oh my goodness.
Annette, something's been weighing on me. Something I've done terribly wrong.
Terribly
Your
wrong.
father. He worked tirelessly. I don't know if I ever saw him take a rest. I feel as though, in a way, we stole him from you.
I'll admit, it was a bit lonely growing up. But I understand. Father loved his work. No one ever doubted that. Actually, I've been thinking recently that I'd like to talk to you more, Your Highness.
Oh? Any reason in particular?
Father was a man of few words, both with myself and my mother. But sometimes he would tell me about you. So, you don't really feel like a stranger to me. In a way, it's like I've known you for a long time.
Huh.
Almost as though you're my big brother.
Your big brother?
Oh, boy.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I let that slip out. That was rude of me.
Oh boy.
No, nonsense. I promise you, I don't mind at all. It's certain that my days would have been filled with more fun if I'd had a little sister like you. What kind of things did Gustav tell you about me? I'd love to hear more on this topic.
Interesting.
Do you really want to know? Well, for one, he used to tell this story about when you were a child, and
You know what? Never mind. I have a bad feeling about where this is going. How about you forget we had this talk altogether? And don't mention it to anyone.
Oh. It's the dagger story, isn't it? It was the dagger story. It was the dagger story. The story when he, like... Oh, another one was happy. Yeah.
I did not expect to see you here, Happy. I get the feeling that you didn't come for training.
Listen up, Dee Dee. I remembered
Dee
something.
Dee.
Remember? Does this have something to do with why you were staring at me
Okay,
earlier?
so I'm Charred
Not
Pox,
ringing any
Dimitri's
bells.
Dee Dee.
I stare at people all the time.
Yuri.
Anyway,
Yuri is called
Do you know
Yuri
Aunt
Bird.
Selma?
And Selma? Yes, of course. But how do you know that name? That is what my stepmother was called in the Empire. In the kingdom, she was called Patricia.
Oh, so that's what it was. I see now. What a relief. It was really sticking in my craw. Well, now that that's all settled, I'm off to bed.
Wait, what?
Just one moment. You may understand, but I most certainly do not.
Uh-huh.
How did you know my stepmother?
I would like to know
Used to
this.
visit all the time. I think she was friends with the lady who kidnapped me.
Oh dear.
Friends? Are you sure?
I heard the lady helped bring her to the kingdom, but I don't really know the details. Anyway,
Oh boy.
when Aunt Selma saw how I was being treated, she got angry, just like you. You remind me a lot of her, actually.
Wow.
Are we really that much alike?
I'd say so. Come to think of it,
Interesting.
you greet people in the same way, hold a book in the same way, you even get angry in the same way. It's uncanny.
Oh dear.
I share no blood with my stepmother, but to hear you say that, it pleases me greatly. She was the one who raised me. I suppose it makes sense that we would share certain mannerisms.
Interesting.
To think that the person
Very
you mentioned was my
interesting.
stepmother is baffling, to say the least.
Okay, this is actually
do you
not a
mean?
bad support to look at. Really
For
not.
all intents and purposes, my stepmother was completely cut off from the outside world. Suffice it to say, few knew that my father had taken a second wife.
Sounds complicated. I can keep my mouth shut if you like.
I would very much appreciate your silence on the matter. But thank you, truly, for all that you said. Truth be told, the union between my father and stepmother has given rise to much speculation. But for now, what's truly baffling me is the identity of that lady you mentioned. She welcomed my stepmother into the kingdom after she fled home due to political strife. No, I must stop this. It's time to put an end to this discussion. Baseless speculation will get me nowhere.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on. I finally felt like I understood, and then you go and say something cryptic like that.
Oh boy.
I can't sleep tonight. I'm blaming you.
Well, if that happens, come back here and I'll keep you company. I'll be training a while yet. I
Wow.
wonder, could Happy's captor truly be her?
You'll find out who she is eventually, but, you know, at the moment, isn't really that, important right now. Okay, Dudu, you have supports with Mercedes and Annette. So, oh,
Dear goddess, please protect us.
you have a support with
Mercedes.
the besties of the group. Interesting.
Oh, Dudu. Was there something you needed?
His Highness sent me to collect you.
I see. I'll be with you in just a moment.
What up with the music
I'm
notes?
almost finished here.
What?
You were praying.
I was. Praying for everyone's safety. And praying for good desserts tonight. And that my next exam goes well.
The Fodlan goddess will accept prayers of any sort.
It's true. I've thought the same thing myself.
Oh
That
yeah.
reminds me, Dudu.
This.
Weren't you born in Dusker?
Yes.
Do the people of Dusker pray to the goddess too?
Dusker had a very different view of religion.
Oh?
In Dusker, there were many
Lore
gods.
combo.
The sky had a god. The earth had a god.
Huh.
We made offerings to the war god for victory in battle. Held feasts for the sea god to calm the waves.
Wow.
So your people prayed to different gods depending on what they needed?
Correct.
Interesting how they incorporated, like, the...
Your beliefs
Polytheism.
sound so different from ours.
Oh, dear
Tell me
lord.
more.
Why?
My cat just
Dusker
jumped
is a
out
little-
of my lap.
Dusker may be gone, but you're still here.
Oh,
Would
dear.
you tell me more about it the next
That was
time we
that was unfortunate.
If you insist.
meet? Really? That would be great.
I just completely missed the purpose of this
I'm looking forward to
conversation.
hearing more soon.
Dang.
Dusker is gone, but I'm still here.
Interesting. Do and a net. This should be interesting.
What was that noise?
To-do! Well, as you can see, the pan exploded. Just a little.
How did you manage that?
I looked away for a moment.
Even to do a shot. Oh my god.
Fire, but now the kitchen
That
is a mess.
I forgot
you hurt?
about the direction of this. Holy moly.
No, I just got a little spooked. I really lucked out, didn't I? That could have turned out much worse.
Indeed. But do not turn your back next time. Your life could depend on it.
Right. Sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
Oh.
Let me help you.
Wow.
Huh?
Just wow.
I will help you clean up.
Yeah.
No, I can't let you do that. This is all my fault. You shouldn't have to help me.
I have time. Let us fix this quickly. We will need to prepare more food before the others arrive at the dining hall.
Wow.
Oh, you're right. So, after we clean up, you're also gonna help me cook?
You object?
Of course not. I'm just so sorry to bother you with this.
Oh, just whoosh. Oh my goodness. That was just, that came out of nowhere. Oh dear.
Here you go, Felix. Have some tea.
Oh.
Sorry, but we're all out of cakes. Should I bake some more?
Please, don't.
Oh, your clothes are so dirty. Let me wash them for you.
Oh dear.
Mercedes, what's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just making tea. Is there something wrong with that?
You're not my mother. You don't have to bother with all this. I can do without it.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. You just remind me so much of my little brother.
Uh-oh.
I do?
Yes, his name is Emil.
That mouth.
We have different fathers, but we grew up
That
in the
was
same
like
household. That
just-
is, until I was about 8 or 9 years old. I haven't seen him since then.
Sorry to state the obvious, but I'm not your brother. I'm not Emil. Can't you find someone else to bother?
Uh-oh. Oh god.
Oh,
That
I'm
hurt.
so sorry.
Okay. That
I'll leave you alone.
backfired horribly.
Please help yourself to more tea if you'd like. I can leave the pot. Goodbye.
Oh boy. That's unfortunate. That was a
I
little.
am me, Felix Hugo Fraldarius. There is no one else. Brother.
Oh boy. That was a little rough. Oh, Ingrid and Ash are gonna go to book club again. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, Ash. Are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is.
Did I ever mention
would
that
you
I
like to
love
study
his
together?
hoodie?
We could...
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working together.
Like Ash's like hoodie, like design. It's interesting.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot? Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind.
Ah, physics.
This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
I mean, there's a lot of physics to take into account
It
here.
may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate. To start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications, if the ballista corals follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense. Because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance, Ah, I think I see.
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege.
Dude!
This is tough. Numbers are not my strong
Serious?
suit.
Oh,
But this
okay,
really
fair
is
enough.
the sort of thing you have to know if you want
This
to
is
command
coming from a
troops.
guy that, you know,
That's true, but not
spent
everyone is good with
his
numbers.
entire
That's why we
entire
have
school life
tacticians do
a
these
year
calculations
accelerated
for us.
in mathematics.
Or prepare them
So
before we go to battle.
it was
A century ago, the
was
Empire's
something.
mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle
Based
of the Wall
both-
of Fodlan.
I had
both
no idea.
of my
Hey,
calculus,
you
AP
really know
calculus
what you're
classes
doing, Annette.
in high school.
You think so?
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot
Got
of
me out of
studying.
doing math in
I really
college,
admire
so
that.
that was like really
Suppose
really
I
nice.
have. Studying is a necessity if you want
Really
the
came in
advantage
handy
over your
considering
enemies.
there's a lot of stuff I need to do for both
But
my majors.
necessity
It just
aside,
worked
it's
out.
nice to hear you say that.
Oh, by the way, that conversation was pretty cute. Oh, and the whole night
you know
book
this
club
legend,
again.
Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Ah, boy.
Oh, yes. I know it like the hilt of my sword.
20
With
minutes.
so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Ah.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Oh dear.
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
Jeez.
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams.
Oh,
and
come
ambition.
on!
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Stupid spam calls, I
must
swear to
ask
God!
something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream
I
is
apologize for
aligned with
this.
your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others.
Oh my goodness,
So,
that is just rough.
I am bound by honor not to follow
That is
through
just
on my
super
own
rough.
dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Dang. Anyways, moving forward. Oh boy. Mercy and Annette.
Mercedes, you look divine as always.
Don't
You off to
do
pray?
this to Mercy.
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Have you no
Well,
shame, man?
Because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
Oh god.
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Oh dear. This is
Well, what's something you
this
like?
is different.
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
House Bartels.
I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
Interesting.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying
So
to hide
vain.
anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, praying. I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest, and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
Holy moly. That is... Okay, this was the different side of Sylvain that I was talking about. Like, he has a lot more going on underneath the surface when it comes to, you know, well, how he, you know, well, another side to, like, why he philanders, basically.
Hey, Annette, hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Oh my god!
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
How
Tell
can you
him.
stay focused reading a book that thick? With such small print? Is some of that text upside down?
Oh boy.
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
Oh
You're
boy.
even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Hang
Why?
on. Look at the third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said the... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
Well,
What?
I mean, it's written right there.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it, wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing
Sorry,
another
what?
application for the same formula. This is pretty easy.
What the hell?
You're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. Pick this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you
Actually,
waste working hard,
that was actually
it'll be
kind of
over
funny.
Before you know it.
Oh boy.
Get out in the world. Have some fun.
But
That's easy for
only,
you
but
to
that
say.
just means like he's actually
You're strong
very
and smart
intelligent.
without even trying. It's not
I mean-
fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
Oh dear.
What is wrong with you?
I'm afraid he was just
I
trying to
got
cover
lucky
up
with that
something
stuff in the
right there.
book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Wow.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that.
Jeez.
Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown.
You remind me of someone when you say that. Hey, and I don't want to remember that time. Yikes. Oh dear. B rank.
Okay, Mercy. This time we're gonna be really good and get the supplies with no detours.
You're so good at sticking to a plan. I should leave the shopping to you. I'll stay out of your way and just browse.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, that's not fair. I wanna browse too.
Looks like you girls are having a good time.
Oh no.
Annie, is this a friend of yours?
I've never seen this person before. I'm sorry to be rude, but we're kind of busy.
Wait a minute. I think you're shopping with money you stole. But no need to worry your pretty little heads. I'm just gonna have to take it back for us common folk.
Step back, Mercy. This could get dangerous. Listen here, you. There's no way you can win against me. I don't want to fight you, but I will if I have to. So just back away.
She will blow you
can talk to me
out of
that
town,
way?
literally.
I'm gonna...
Oh, the knights are coming.
What?
Annie, run!
Oh, wow.
This is far enough. We should be safe.
Dang.
I hope so. But what were you thinking? That sort of behavior isn't like you at all.
I thought you were in danger, Mercy.
You're actually blaming me for this? It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Oh,
Mercy!
my goodness.
I was just trying to protect you.
That's unfortunate. And Mercedes and Constance.
I see. The sunlight brings back painful memories in you.
Oh.
I'm afraid so. Please forgive my behavior from before. I cannot abide these indiscretions of mine.
No.
That's all right.
No, why?
The way you always work so hard day and night. It's no wonder it's had this effect on you. You work harder than anyone I know. I've always been impressed by that, Constance.
That means a lot to me.
You know, at the School of Sorcery there was a professor who specialized in magical cures. Why not write her a letter? Perhaps she can suggest a treatment that might help.
I have tried. She could do nothing for me.
Oh.
But I vowed then to the goddess that I would find a way to overcome my trials.
Wow.
I will prove my skills to the goddess and everyone
I
else,
totally forgot
bringing
that
me closer to restoring
that was,
House
it's
Nouvelle.
definitely more of like a post-traumatic like
You're a
effect
tough
to
cookie,
that.
Constance.
Naturally, and with
disorder
your
that she
support,
has.
I shall grow ever stronger by the
unfortunate.
day.
I know
This
you
is rather unfortunate.
You know, during the years of political turmoil, House Martreats was destroyed just as your house was. But restoring my father's house has hardly crossed my mind. I guess I'm not as tenacious as you are.
You needn't be so hard on yourself, Mercedes. You have had other priorities since then.
Yep.
Oh, I've just had a grand idea.
What are you looking
What
at?
is
Kitty, a second
ought
kitty.
To try to reinstate House
A
Martreats.
woman cat who likes chewing on wires.
I'm not sure that's possible.
Particularly
Nonsense.
my own.
If I can restore my
Or
own
my
house,
setup.
then you can restore yours.
here.
As we work to further our
Get
own light
away,
goals,
please.
we
Get
shall
away.
learn so much that we can share
Get
with
away.
one another.
Get away.
You make it sound so simple. How would I even go about that?
That is simplicity itself. You shall become a prodigy at spellcraft, as I am.
All right.
I shall master
Get
the black
away,
arts,
please.
and you shall
What are
master
you
the white.
doing?
The world will know us
Get
as sister
away,
sages.
please.
I see.
Our names shall ring out across Bodlin, earning
What
us
are you
the
doing?
titles we rightly
What are you doing?
deserve.
You're just laying on
I
the
hope you
floor,
won't
your
mind me
belly
saying
up,
so, but this plan
looking
seems
so
to have
innocent,
gotten
but
a
I
bit
know why you
far-fetched.
come in here.
Oh,
You
no,
want to chew
not
on
if
my
you join
wires.
me, Mercedes. Where one may fail, together we are bound to succeed.
She has such big plans. Perhaps too big. And that way, at least, she's exactly the same as when she was little.
Stay away. Alright. Apologize for that. Leave, please. Thank you. Oh, Ingrid and Yuri. Last one. Okay. I guess I won't split into another
So,
video, but it will
What
be.
is it, Yuri? You had me come all this way.
I need you for something. Have a seat. I won't take much of your time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. Here you are.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Did you make this yourself?
I'm impressed, Yuri.
I may not seem like much of a chef, but I know a thing or two about cooking. Looks tasty,
Jeez.
Can I, eat it now? I'm famished after all the training.
Have at. That's why I asked you here.
I see. Well, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Oh boy.
This dish is divine. The first bite just melts in your mouth, and these vegetables are perfect.
Hello everyone, welcome
the flavors
to
are interwoven together
Ingrid Galatea's...
like a dance of swords between two myrmidons.
Calm yourself, Ingrid. I'm in no need of a critique. I just want you to enjoy it and take a load off.
Aw, thank you. I will.
Wow.
That was delicious, Yuri. I cannot thank you enough.
Oh boy.
I'm glad. Then it was worth all the toil that went into preparing it.
You haven't eaten anything for yourself?
I figured I'd eat something a bit later. I didn't make the meal for me.
You cooked only for me?
Mm-hmm. The innkeeper provided me with some of his finest meat and told me to feed you. I figured if I was going to do it, I'd better do it right. So I popped into the kitchen and got working.
That won't do at all, Yuri. Meals are meant to be shared.
Oh my goodness.
It seems my stomach got the better of me this time, though. And I scarfed everything before remembering that.
Why bother yourself with such trivialities? The meal was a gift. Seeing you enjoy yourself like that is all the reward I need.
You have
What
another
way
motive.
is that?
A bit like when you had all that meat stuffed into your cheeks at the marketplace. Like some kind of chipmunk. I like seeing the contentment on your face when you cut loose.
You do?
What?
The innkeeper couldn't
What
have said
the
it
heck?
better. She's got a real foodie face, that one.
Jesus.
I'm not quite sure how to feel.
Yeah.
Really, though. There are a few things I enjoy as much as seeing a woman indulging herself.
That's kind of odd.
You should consider your words before using them.
Yeah.
Such a flirtatious comment can only invite misunderstanding.
Flirtatious or...
I didn't mean it that way.
Oh god. I mean, it sounded so wrong. Like it sounded like he got off to that, which was just, I don't know. There's something odd about that. Okay, so anyways, we can take intermediate exams, and I might as well do that right now. So I'm gonna count the number that I need first before going. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we will get to the certifications very soon. In the meantime, Felix is pretty much mastered, and so in that case, I'm gonna see which one. I'm gonna turn him into a mercenary. I think that's a good fit for him. Yeah, so technically, you know, the mercenary is like a tier 2 class, which is weird.
Easy.
Oh, and gains a boost to his dexterity. Yes, you have the positioning skill from the Myrmidon class, so that's done with. You still need to do stuff. You still need to do stuff. Oh. Okay. Now, since you are going to be a white magic based, you're going to become a priest. And do that. I really like that garb.
I'm so glad I passed.
Yeah, don't be surprised. You did fairly well. Now, Annette is going to become a standard mage, and she's going to gain a boost to her magic, dexterity, and resistance from the class itself. So this will be good for her. I think she'll also gain access to the fire spell built in.
It's all thanks to hard work.
Yes, let's do that. And last person that can go is Ingrid. And since Ingrid, well, she can't really get to like the next in line for her Pegasus Knight class. What I'm actually going to be doing first is I'm going to make her a Cavalier, so she actually gets just a 5% boost to her strength growth, which I think would come in handy, as it's, oh my goodness, it would be a pain in the butt to make use of her otherwise. So yeah, so we're gonna make her a Cavalier first.
I must continue to work hard.
Yeah, change to the newly certified class. And yeah, Caspar isn't. And Yuri. Yuri can either become a mercenary or a thief, and thief is more his cup of tea. So we're gonna do that first for him.
That was a breeze.
Cool. And now that we got that out of the way, we can just head to the mission, which, just due to, for one, I had access to a DLC exclusive battle option, I am way overpowered by way of the suggested level, so I'm not going to gain much experience, and it's just going to be a complete blitz through. So I don't expect this to take too long. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But yeah, the Magdred ambush.
I have to say, it's a real honor to accompany such a brave and distinguished knight. None other than Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand.
Wow. Thunderbrand? Yeah.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics.
It's a really cool sword, by the way.
A long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Okay, that's cool.
Why would Lenato incite such a reckless rebellion?
You should know more about that than any of us, Ash.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard.
Lenato never mentioned anything of the like to me.
He probably didn't want you getting caught up in his own personal vendetta.
This is, what vendetta?
How much do you know about the tragedy of Dusker, Professor?
I've heard of it.
It's when the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker.
Hey,
it happened about 4 years ago.
What are you doing? Hey, get out! Get out!
It's okay, Catherine.
Get
Please,
out!
Go on.
Right.
One of my cats again.
Well, Lord Lenato's son, Christoph, was accused of being involved in that whole awful affair. He was executed by the church.
Why was the king targeted? I guess. Oh dear, Dimitri. Okay, that was...
King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Christoph over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
That's rough.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Dang. Well, anyways, okay. Abby, get out. Abby, get out. Get out. My cat, everyone. Okay, so I need to figure out who it is that I'm not going to bring based on it, like the experience that I have. All right, Ash actually gained the boss kill in that like last skirmish, so I'm going to fulfill my promise, and he is not going to be deployed. Will you stop? Sorry. Fine, lay on my laptop bag. I really don't care. There's nothing in it anyway. Ash, Constance, Happy. That works. That works. Hey! Stay away from the switch.
With this fog, it's impossible to
Fog
tell
of
where
war.
the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
Good.
Shouting from within the fog. It seems the knights are already battling.
Uh-huh. Okay, so...
Proceed with caution.
Understood.
Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Feels good to actually play a map for everyone here again. So, let's see. Speaking of experience, Annette is
Here goes.
right there.
Put me in there.
Ready.
Stay focused.
I think I'm just gonna have everyone like
I'm on it.
rush without any general. There's still level 11 Felix, so oh dear. Okay,
I'll cut through.
there's a little bit of experience, so I might be able to get everyone to level 12 in this just
thing.
shortly, but maybe not.
What should I do?
Overall, people are going to emerge from the fog. Also, it's a very good to try and like.
Just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Why, Lenato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
Ooh.
Adorable.
So, it's a good idea to like make sure that Catherine's squad survives the battle, so you can get some items out of it from like keeping them alive. So keep that in mind. I'm not particularly worried, simply due to the fact I did use this is what I meant. This is what I meant about the broken. That's what I meant when I said like they are broken. And as you can see, hardly any experience. That's what happens when you play hard mode. It's like once you get to a certain like level outside of, well, level over, like, you will not be able to gain experience fairly well, so they limit your levels when you're in like a specific range. To a specific range. I believe it's like either 6 or 7 levels above a unit, and then the experience rate just drops directly to 1 experience per kill. Oh! Not a good idea, man. Thank you, Yuri Bird. Oh boy. Okay, go after you do, why not? It's not like, you know, you're a legitimate threat to anyone. Ah! Sheesh. Okay, well, in that case... You? Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so thing about the Cavaliers, they have Canto, which is fantastic. It's very helpful, which is why I really do want to utilize like mounted units a little bit more, just so like I have that movability and option. Like it's just very. Why did I do that? Okay, in that case... I'll just kill him with the do. Oh, and you maxed fighters, so you can turn into an armor knight pretty soon. Cool. Ah, this is the guy who's, making the fog here, so you can probably just take him out real quick and, open up the map and not have to worry about too much anymore. I have some interesting ideas for how to use Sylvain pretty soon. If only just because, like, he's gonna have a budding talent in Reason, and if I can get him up to that point and, up to a solid reason, I might just turn him from a soldier directly to a mage. Just because, like, I might be able to train him well enough to, like, access one of the hybrid classes. I'm not gonna do that. That's just taking it more than necessary.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
Not good enough.
And you don't even use your, oh! Double on the rebound. Thank you. I still need to watch out a little bit, but anyways. Ah, darn it. Catherine, stop stealing my kills. Experience is precious. Okay. Anyways, Dimitri. Can we show off the strength stats? See, it is at 20. He has 20 strength. I told you, this guy just keeps... like, he's a broken... His strength growth is just crazy. Okay, Felix, can you do me a favor? Ah, darn it! Okay. In that case... Annie... Little Annie... Please just use... Oh yeah, you have access to fire in this class. I forgot. I stated that not too long ago, so... In that case, just take this guy out. Here we go. Well, anyways, say goodbye to the fog and a one of those weirder cutscenes that isn't majorly cinematic and uses the character models instead. I never knew why they did a combo of these like different cutscene styles.
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
Oh dear.
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Oh boy. Anyways, yeah. Numbers aren't too terrible, but now that they're exposed, we actually need to make a decent beeline toward the boss, which is Lonato in this case.
Jeez.
Try and repair that relationship. That was not fun to watch that fall apart. Okay. And level 12. What?
Weak.
Too easy.
Oh, excuse me.
Lord Lonato, please don't die.
Oh boy.
I am sorry. But did you really think you would get away with this?
Oh boy. Felix. Kill this soldier, please. Thank you. Apologize if I'm just like going right back into the roster every now and then. I do like to try and keep my units at a relatively equal position, just for the sake of there we go. Anyways, let's just move in. There's really nothing more that I can do here. And of course there's like these three units here with brigades, well, battalions, so might have to watch out for them so they don't immobilize you.
Lord Lonato.
Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna have to heal you before you do something incredibly stupid and die on me and prevent me from getting my reward.
Aw, this stinks.
You're gaining magic. Honestly, you gain more from just like having power than actually trying to dish it out consecutively. So Yeah. Trying to... I'm gonna immobilize you. Or just... Oh, I killed you. I think that works too. That works too. Okay. What do you want? Okay, you're coming up. Cool. One of my cats is coming back up into my lap. I have to feed them in about 20 minutes, actually. So... And I had to feed them, otherwise, you know, they shut down. Yeah, hardly any experience, so like 7 levels. 7 levels beyond the beyond the character itself, and you know, you can't really gain experience anymore. Oh boy. And I'm gonna have to heal you again. Oh boy. These guys, I swear. Okay. In that case, just do that and that. Thank you very much. Not really much to do here. It is basically just a blitz, just because like I leveled up my characters enough to you know, justify a blitz of the level. Who the heck am I? Of course I'm missing her. Jeez. Jeez. She's doing really well with like weakening characters for us, so thanks for that.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, that was most likely to happen.
Let's see how they like this.
Okay, you know, I actually did want them to immobilize Catherine, so
Let's do this right.
if a 35 hits, this is dual RN. Are you kidding me?
Not so fast.
Wow. That guy actually did put up quite the fight against Catherine. Wait, what? How come you didn't get, like... Oh dear. Just do that, please. Thank you. There we go. Level 12. And more strength! Oh, dear. It never stops. It never does. Like, Dimitri will gain strength, even if you don't want him to.
Stay vigilant.
Okay, fair enough. Jeez. I think everyone here is level 12. So... Oh no, Felix and Dedu are... In that case,
Predictable. Not so fast.
That's unfortunate.
Too slow.
Thank you, Ingrid. Retreat back to your corner here. Did I move Mercedes yet? Dexterity, speed, and what look to be res. Okay, perfect. I can heal you.
Oh, thanks.
Thankfully, due to the crest, I'm sorry, what does that crest do? Occasionally conserves uses of recovery magic. Oh! Yeah. Told you. Best healer. Hands down. So, here we go. Just continue onward. Not very much.
Ineffective.
Where do I start?
Oh, come on! Dudu needs experience.
I will be the one to kill you, no other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
Please don't. I want the XP. I want to give Dudu experience points. Can I please just get that, man? I'm just going to do that. Wait, does he have a... No, he's just... Yeah. So the thing about, like, you know, bosses in this game, if they're in a promoted class, like, for example, like a paladin, it's kind of like in Genealogy of the Holy Warrior, where, because you're in a promoted class doesn't mean, like, you're like level 8 second tier. It just means you're level 8, and that's it. Level 8 stays the same. No.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth. Call me a heretic.
Oh, darn it. That was a mistake. There we go.
I'll cut through.
That was just a major mistake.
Here goes.
She would not go after him. Yeah, she just waits. Yeah, so.
What should I do?
Do what you are best at doing.
I'm on it.
Is the weapon triangle even here in this game? I can't remember if it is.
You have been deceived by that witch. Move aside. That vile woman.
That's not what I wanted to happen, but okay.
Forgive me.
That works out, I guess. Thanks, Sylvain.
Lonato,
Sorry, Ash.
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
That's unfortunate. Your allies did not suffer heavy losses, so you earned a reward from the Church of Steros. Secret book. Goddess icon. Nice. Yeah. And Caspar's the NPP. Motivation's maxed out. Awesome. So we are going to go look at the after battle sequence real quick.
Why did this happen? Lenato was always such a kind man. Everyone in the village was so nice to me, and I killed them. I killed them all. I had to. I know I had to. I know that, but still, what does that make me?
Please, don't beat yourself up, Ash. We did what had to be done.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you. I'm going to check on the town. I hope my brother and sister are okay.
That was my first time killing civilians too. Those who I'm sworn to protect.
Oh boy. I don't know what to say to this. I can't say it was a necessary God, these are terrible answers.
Are you insane? Those weren't knights or soldiers, but fathers and sons.
I understand that.
We shouldn't.
That's the harsh reality. Can you just let me get that? This is painful.
I'm sorry. It's not fair for me to blame you for the circumstance.
No, it's...
I know that if we hadn't done
your
what we
emotions
did,
are justified, man.
More civilian lives would have been lost. At least my mind understands that, but my heart... Professor, those in power, no matter the era, always claim they fight for a just cause, that they take life to protect it. But is it truly okay to take any life you please? All in service of some implacable just cause? Lord Lenato didn't take up arms out of a lust for power. He simply believed his cause to be just. Who's to say it wasn't? Maybe we didn't have to cut him down like that. Maybe we could have reached a mutual understanding, found a path of peace. Yeah. I have to believe that. Perhaps the notion sounds laughable to you.
No.
Mere lip service to naive ideals.
It's not at
But
all.
I can't believe otherwise.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated.
How so?
I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea.
Oh dear.
We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I hope it's nothing, too. That's concerning.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
As you hope... I still have much to learn.
There is no need for modesty. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
All right. Won't that endanger the students?
Even if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery.
Oh dear.
It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught.
Oh dear.
Still, be on your guard.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fair enough. I'll do that. So anyways, that was the end of chapter 3. I thank you all for tuning in. This next series of videos will focus on chapter 4. Until then, I'm going to take a decent break today. I think I've recorded a little too much. Thankfully my voice isn't as sore as before. But yeah, this is a lot of content to film. So I thank you all for tuning in. And until then, I'm a Random Darklink, hoping you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Until then.